So guys, this is Miss Natalie Harville. She's 28. She was in a motor vehicle accident, and she's coming in today because she has some lordosis that needs to be addressed, and she's decreased in extensor muscles in her spine. So we're going to start today with some minimal exercises, minimal protection phase exercises. Seating increases. She hates being in the seating position. It increases her pain. So the first exercise is going to be seating. It's prolonged sitting that increases her pain. So we're going to have her do some quick posterior pelvic tilts to address that the lumbar lordosis. So what I want you to do is I want you to pretend that you're, can you unspread your scoot forward so your feet are flat on the floor. There we go. And then I want you to pretend that your hips are a bowl. And I want you to tilt that bowl backwards, like you're trying to dump it over. Yeah, there we go. And then just come back up and do some, there we go. And that is to address her lumbar lordosis. And to increase that, or progress that, we will put her on a ball, like such. If you would like to hop on this ball. But if she couldn't do that, we will put her in supine, but supine actually hurts her. So that wouldn't be the best decision, but that is a modification for pelvic tilt. So once again, pretend it is a bowl and tilt back. There we go. Good job. Alrighty. And so the next exercise, just like to stand up for me. For her, she does very well in extension. So the first exercise I chose, I just want you to lay an extension on this bed here. On your stomach, yes, sorry. On your stomach, just lay on those pillows. Like put your elbows and everything on the pillows to get you going. Yeah, they have a lot of things in there. But this is an exercise found in Brian. All of my exercises are found in Brian. And this is just for her. You can relax, you don't have to like hold it there, but and this is just to help stretch those extensor muscles out. To modify that, we could take a pillow away. Oh, slide that out, sorry. You could take a pillow away and it would still be the same, just less of an incline. And then to increase that, you could completely take all the pillows away and tell her to get completely on her elbows and almost like doing a plank, just constantly increasing that. So that would be the, what is that? That is the prone on elbows. And then the next exercise in this minimal protection phase would be pushing up all the way. So there we go, all the way. You want to, in this exercise, you want to watch her spine in all of these exercises. Make sure her spine stays neutral the whole time. Everything looks good, making sure she's not shifting more weight on one or the other. And then to modify that, you can tell her go back to prone on elbows if she couldn't do that, if that one was too hard, or tell her to while she's up, she could like walk to a side to get a further stretch laterally. And if you would like to do that, yes, like walk. There we go. Kind of stretch out, not all the way. There we go. Just kind of like a half. Yeah. There we go. Now you can relax there. And that will be all of our exercises in the minimal protection phase. Now moving on to the moderate protection phase, we would start with something simple called quad rocking. This is to help stretch those extensor muscles once again. So I'm gonna hop on the plinth to show her how to do it. Is it okay if I hop on the plinth? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get on here and you're gonna have your knees bent just like this. And you're gonna lay like this, like kind of sit on your heels a little with your feet out like this, and just rock forward and then back. All the way back, and then you feel a stretch. You should feel that stretch right in here. Yes, in the lower lumbar, and then rock forward and then back. And then a further progression of this would be the further you rock, the harder it is on your body. Keep that back straight for me. There we go. And that's substitutions that you would be looking for, is the rounded back. Just once again, watching for a neutral spine, making sure your patient is breathing the whole time. Alrighty, and a modification of that would just be kind of relaxing on your heels if the patient doesn't respond well. Like, yeah, kind of like that, but just really relaxing. You should still feel a slight stretch, but it wouldn't be as much as that rocking. Do you feel that stretch? Alrighty, please make sure you're breathing the whole time. Okay. Okay, the next exercise that we are going to be doing today, I'm going to get on the plinth to show you this one as well. It's called just some alternating arm lifts in quadruped. This is something to help engage, I want you to engage your core muscles. This would be addressing one of her short-term goals would be to strengthen her core and to increase the range of motion in her spine as well. So with this one, we're just going to sit here and then just do some arm reaches straight up. So just like that, keeping there we go, keeping a flat spine, a neutral spine, and just constantly doing some arm raises. And then a progression of this would be doing the arms, alternate arm, alternate leg like this. There we go. And you would want to watch for rolling of the hips in this one. And making sure that one is okay. Alrighty, relax, and let's see, a modification for that one would just be holding the quadruped position so that no alternate arm, no arms at all. So make sure your knees are like body width apart. Yes, there we go. And breathe the whole time. You want to watch for, once again, that neutral spine. And yeah, she's breathing the whole time. Alrighty, and that is our second exercise in the moderate protection phase. And then our third exercise, this is kind of where she's getting better, and we want to start to slowly strengthen her extensor muscles. And we would be doing here, would be doing this, what I call as a Superman. So you would lay flat on the thing, and you would lift, squeeze your, hold your arms out straight. Here, I'll get the pillow out of your way. Sorry about that. You would lay flat, and then you would lift both arms and both legs at the same time. There you go. And then a modification with that one would just be doing the upper half of the body by itself, or the lower half, whichever she so chose to do, whichever one felt better. But the upper half would be better. And a progression of that exercise would be just to start strengthening these extensor muscles. Would be holding this ball here, and now doing the Superman fully, and watching for that spine substitutions. This is something where you really want her to engage that core, those core muscles. Alrighty, thank you. And then now we would be moving into the maximum protection phase. The first exercise that we are doing here would be a plank. So a plank would be, or you can do full arm plank, holding your body straight. Neutral spine, lower that back a little, make it neutral. Okay, you're fine. Okay, so an easier plank, a modification of this would be, let's relax. And will you follow me over here to this wall? So, right here. So an easier plank would be here on the wall, like kind of leaning on the wall, or here. If the plinth plank was too hard. So do you mind doing that for me then? And that would be something easier for her to kind of engage her core muscles. There you go. Do you feel that? Oh yeah. In your core muscles. Alrighty. So come back over here to the plinth. A progression of the plank would be when you're here, when you're on your arms, to lift your legs, alternating your leg lifts. And this is that maximum protection phase. We're strictly going to focus on strengthening those muscles.
Just my leg?
Yes, doing some alternating leg lifts with that. Lower that butt a little, or glutes. There we go. You feel that? Yeah, okay, you can relax. Now that would just be a progression of that plank if the patient was able to do so. Okay, another exercise that we would do in this phase is something that we call swimming. So you would lay flat. And then arms out, and you would, here, I'll show you as well. So you would pick your arms up and then flutter your feet, holding them. Yes. And then this is something that to modify it, you would just lessen the time, and this was one that would help build endurance of the core muscles and still once again working on extension. The longer the time would be a progression, the shorter time would be a modification. And also another modification of that one would just be to just do the legs without lifting your arms as well, just fluttering, holding the side of the plinth like that and lifting your legs, keeping that neutral spine and making sure she's breathing. She does a good job with that. Okay, and then the last exercise in this maximal protection phase would be a side plank. So the regular side plank would just be like the fronts in the front just on one side, and then you see she kind of modifies it a little by keeping her foot there we go. But that is a modification, so if it makes it easier, you could keep one foot on the ground, or you could stand. You're good, come on. You can come to the wall and do a side wall plank, leaning like this. And make sure you have a good grip on your shoes so it doesn't slip. But you would be here, and I can help you here so you don't slip and fall. Lower your arm a little bit. Yeah, kind of keep it neutral, keep that spine neutral. And then of a progression of the side plank would be when she's on the mat, to have her lift that top leg and do some leg lifts with it. But I'm not gonna make her do that because
I mean, I can do it if you want me to.
okay. Well,
You said this is an advance?
yes, this would be a progression of that side plank. So while you're here, do some leg lifts. See, now you're substituting. We wouldn't do this one because she was substituting at the hip. Her back was rounded forward. So that we would wait on that one until next time or until she is able to do that. But that is all I have. Thank you.
Thank you.